Jai Hare Krishna. Good morning, obeisances, Maharaj.
Good morning, obeisances. Good evening, obeisances. From Vila Govinda Ashram, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivas Adi Gaura Bhaktavinda. It's you and I, it seems.
Yes, but there is a devotee here also.
Arati Lane. Yes, Arati. Hare Krishna.
Gangalila, yes, and Chintamani is joining.
Dandavat, Govinda Govinda.
Hare Krishna.
Gangalila Devidasi, Chintamani, still in Japan, still waiting for the train in Japan, just see, or the plane perhaps. All right. Bandehang Shri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tang Sajivam Sarvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Param Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitanscha Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurbhavista Supurakam Guru Ganai Rashisha Shambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samastaveda Nipunam Shri Rupa Pantaunagam Govinda Bidham Ujvalam Varatanam Bhatyanvitam Sundaram Vande Vishva Gurun Chadipya Bhagavat Premno Hi Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanam Sachandavadanam Balakachalantritam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranang Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Shri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhaktilasitam Sarasvatanam Varam Vande Tang Shubhadam Madakesharanam Nyashishwaram Sridharam Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Vidito Gaudiya Gurvanvai Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai Mayavada Timingilo Daragatam Udritya Jivaniman Krishna Prema Sudabdikahan Asukang Padat Prabhum Tang Bhajan Namo Gora Kishoraya Bhakta Aviruta Mutaye Gorangi Padmabringaya Radha Bhavani Shevani Vande Bhakti Vinodanam Shri Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radha Rasa Sudha Nidhim Hare Krishna Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavadenbhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namya Gauratkajay Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Adi Gaura Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Govinda Govinda. All right. Well, Chintamani Devidasi now is in the sun, I'll guess sunset, because it is the west coast and it's the ocean between.
Sunrise, Maharaj. Chintamani is in Finland. It's 5 a.m. in Finland.
Chintamani is in Finland, so yes. Close. You're just up the road. Easier to come here to Finland than it is to go, well, lots of places. Florida to California, for instance. Dana, talking of Florida, Hare Krishna to Dana. And Marianne, good to see you with us. I received your little note. And let's see about Eli. wait and see what will be. Govinda. And Victoria, Hare Krishna. Happy to see you. For a moment we saw you. Happy to see you with us. And Chintamani, Ganga, and Sevarupa Devirasi, you're with us too. South Africa, where it is almost Finland time. Hare Krishna. All right, I have a note for Jeevana to speak, because last time we didn't give her a chance to speak, but Jeevana is not here. Maybe she remembers she was meant to speak as well, and she's hiding from us for the time being. It's all good. All right, and to all the devotees who are joining us on Facebook, all the devotees who are seeing us live, are seeing us live, but all the devotees who are seeing us recorded, because I know seeing recorded, very similar to seeing live, except we won't be put on the spot, will we? I know. All right, so should I open this first of all for any question from anyone? Because here we are together, and when we're together, you can ask questions. It doesn't have to be me giving a talk. And there's a long pause.
Yes,
Okay.
I don't have any questions on my notebook, and maybe someone has a question here. Let's see. But we have Radha Sundari, and she has not connected for a long time.
Yes, Radha Sundari, you are no doubt auspicious as a person, born in Vrindavan and a devotee of Mahaprabhu. But you are also no doubt in an auspicious place. Well, I expect, maybe little doubt, means I don't know exactly where you are, but you are based now in Mayapur. You have your flat there. Are you available to give us a touch of Mayapur, of Navadip? Well, there was a touch. Oh, upside down. We're going down the stairs on our heads. Oh.
This is Vrindavan.
Oh, this is Vrindavan.
Where I was born, but not in our temple, of course.
Okay, but it does
This
look.
is
Yes, yes. But we're upside down.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure you're the right way up. We are all upside down.
I don't know how to fix this.
Just turn the camera over. Okay, now it's the right way up. All right. Vrindavan temple. It is our temple. Look and see.
Oh, beautiful.
Jai Saparika, Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhava, Radha, sorry, Guru Gauranga Gandhava, Rasa Vihari Ju ki Jai. And Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Guru Maharaj's Pushpa Samadhi here, and extremely near is Rupa Goswami's both Bhajan Kutir and Samadhi. In fact, if you just go over the wall to the right, or through the wall to the right, and about 20 meters north or 20 meters onwards, then you'll come to Rupa Goswami's Samadhi, literally at 20 meters away. And this is our garden, and everyone knows why it's in a cage, because of the monkey.
Because of monkey.
Yes, no secret there. And Tulsi Devi growing.
Yeah.
Jai Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Yes, I'm sure the monkeys haven't got any better behaved, but that's their duty. Monkey dharma. I saw an electric rickshaw go by. This
I
is
see many monkeys.
This is
But I'm
Seva
not going.
Kunj. And just opposite, just what we're seeing now is a side wall of where is the temple of Krishnadas Kaviraj. Yes, Krishnadas Kaviraj. He established the temple of Vrindavan Chandra. And the deity of Vrindavan Chandra is now in the Radha Damodar temple. And this path that those ladies are walking up and down, the road is actually called Seva Kunj. But the whole area is Seva Kunj. And actually, it's a wonderful area of trees and beautiful things. But to our eye, we do see concrete and bricks and things like this. Yes?
That's beautiful transcendental vision. I wish I could have a little bit of that.
Well, one practical vision, Radha Sundari, is be careful of your phone.
That's true.
Yes, that is true. Be
That's why I'm
careful.
staying here in the temple. If I go there, they'll take you away from me, and I don't want this.
Yes. And they're very fast and they sneak
Very
up from
fast.
behind. So please don't
And then
lose
I
it.
have to find a fruity, and I'm not getting my phone back. That's true.
And your phone gets dropped in the ditch.
Yes.
Okay, so we're in Vrindavan and the time is 7:30 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes. 7:41.
7:41 a.m.
Here are so many devotees from Moscow temple, and they are making some renovations. They put this log because once one day someone came and took their laptops, like and stole so many things. That's why now here's new security locks,
Device. Yeah.
and yeah, they are making the place look very nice, painting the walls and the cleaning halls, like everywhere, everything.
Okay, good to see that the temple is being looked after.
Yes. Our Dud Maharaj is also here now. He's there in opposite the road.
Okay.
But I don't know why I can't go there.
He talked to me yesterday or the day before yesterday from the aeroplane on his way
Okay.
to India, but I did not know, he didn't say where he was going, but there we are. Now
Yes, here
he's there.
in Vrindavan.
And this is our house at the back. This is the original home of actually Radha Gopinath. Radha Rasa Vihari, sorry, early in the morning. The small deities which are on the front of the altar, this is their original home. When you go in through that door there, it opens out into a courtyard, and on the other side of the courtyard is the temple. So even though it's not a big house, the temple room, the altar, was the main part. Oh, there we are, a devotee opening the door. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
And so it's an example, this building is an example of how the deity would be the center of the home. You can't go in and out of the house without coming right in front of the deity.
Yeah. I think it's a Vastu. If we see it as a Vastu Shastra's construction, they would be in the middle where Brahmastan is. In the middle of house.
What kind of house did you grow up in Vrindavan? Like that traditional house or the modern style, the bricks and concrete?
I don't know, because when I was born in Vrindavan, that I don't remember. But after, when I came back and studied in school, that was the normal Govardhan building, not like this old. But maybe when I was very small. That time we lived in similar house. I have to ask my mom, and she's flying from Russia at 22nd of this month. It's soon after 2 days.
Yes.
So yeah.
Was just okay. You're going upstairs. Very good. So now we're going to the top floor.
Yeah.
And that door there to the outside goes so we can cross over to the domes. And if it's made of metal and it has to be wedged closed, otherwise the monkeys rattle it like crazy. Oh, well, and this is the domes of our temple.
Okay. We have
And
that.
looking nicely painted too. Very nice.
Yes. Here is the domes. And
Oh, sun, bright blue sky.
Beautiful.
and roof, I don't know. This looks like big roof. Oh, it's roof up of the altar, I
The
guess.
nut, yeah, it's a nut mandir roof.
I see.
Let me take a quick look. Yes, this is all the nut mandir roof. And then that's looking to the, well, yes, okay. So in the distance then, in the other roof, oops. Yeah, we could just see the top of the Radha Damodar temple, which is right next door. Oh, then, very good. And that is new construction, that white on the right, to the right of our building. And that new construction is over the Pushpa Samadhi, sorry, the Samadhi and the Bhajan Kutia of Rupa Goswami.
Mm.
But it is now, you can see that must be ground floor plus 3 floors, or ground floor plus 2 floors at least.
Yes, we went there to Radha Damodar temple yesterday, and there is a new construction and new stairs, metal stairs, which is going very high up. I guess it is.
And here on my little phone, it says that Govardhan at least is 30 degrees right now.
It's hot in Vrindavan, more
Mhm.
hot than in Mayapur. In the night and in the morning, everywhere it's more hot.
It's, yeah, saying here high of 36 and a low of 28.
Yes.
So those of you who are in Latvia who think that 28 is very hot, then a little thought there. Okay, wonderful. So thank you very much. Given us a glimpse and a little update. And these floors, these corridors, we know very well. Those washing lines, we know very well. And is Gurudev's room open? The middle floor at the...
The middle floor. Let me go there and check.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari. Yes, through there, yes. Straight ahead. No, it's locked. I can see it's locked. This
And
won't
this
be,
is
no, this one won't be open, but the other door to your left.
okay.
Pink. Yeah,
It's
no,
locked.
there's a lock on it, yeah. Good. I mean, good is locked because necessary to keep everything safe.
Yeah.
So how long will you be in Vrindavan?
Maybe for 2 more days, then I want to meet my mom and we will decide where we are going next. She's coming on 22nd
Mm-hmm.
today, and she wants to go back to Mayapur. Let's see, maybe, yeah, we will go after that on 22nd.
All right. Okay. Many thanks, Radha Sundari and
Thank
Praneshri.
you.
Praneshri Devi Dasi must have some sixth sense to call on you. Maybe did you know she's in Vrindavan?
No, Maharaj, I just missed her.
That's so sweet. I hug you. Every time you're here in India, I think I must see you, and then we never come closer. You've been in Puri maybe also? On Jagannath
Yes,
Puri?
yes, yes.
Yeah, I heard from Ratnakar. I
Yes, I
listened
saw
you here
Ratnakar
when you
and
were there.
I immediately asked him when I saw him. I said, "Is she here? Is Padma here?" No, no, no.
Oh, you're there.
Yeah, this is the roof of the Radha Damodar temple. Yeah.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much. Thank you.
Wonderful. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. And Manikanta's with us. Look and see, she's still with us in Govinda Farm in Thailand. What did you do with Paramananda? Did you feed him to the piranhas in the pond?
It's coming soon.
Oh,
He's coming soon, he says. He is taking breakfast.
taking breakfast. Right. It's 8, no, it's 9 o'clock there now almost, right? Something like that. Okay, dear devotees, we just have a handful of devotees with us today, but that's all good. We're happy to be with who is with us. And on Facebook, I'm sure also we have some devotees. I'm not actually connected this morning. Yeah, at the phone.
You have obeisances from Rasamanita Devi Dasi.
Uh-huh.
She is in New Jersey. She is sending obeisances. And Tungarasa also special obeisances from her.
Okay, wonderful. Happy to know that devotees are with us there too. All right, so, well, maybe we can come to Manikanta Devidasi. Manikanta, tell us, when, I know you never forget Krishna, but if on some rare occasion you notice that Krishna's slipping out of the front of your thought, what do you do to remember Krishna? Remember your devotional life again. Give us a good tip, please.
Maharaj, sorry, I didn't quite understand the question.
Okay, the question is, when you find yourself forgetting Krishna or devotional life, what do you do? What's your strategy? How do you try to bring yourself, oh, I have to remember Krishna, and put yourself back in a steady position?
I try to contact devotees, first of all. I try to not, actually, I try to not try, but I am thinking about devotees because they're nearby and they're merciful. So, and somehow, Prabhupada Lilamrita takes me out of misery. I just read about how this person handles, and that inspires me. So completely nothing for yourself, but for Krishna and for the whole world. Nothing ego, only give and not taken position. And I understand my problem is taken position, ego. Try to enjoy, and it brings me in trouble. I understand. So this is my strategy.
Okay, that's a very healthy strategy. And for those who may not know, the Prabhupada Lilamrita, it's the biography of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And so you're hearing there, reading there about the life of Srila Prabhupada and his family life, also giving us example for the family life, how to be Krishna consciousness in the world, and then his sannyas life and his direct full-time preaching life. And his business failed, Srila Gurudev said it failed because he spent all his time preaching to his customers and talking Hari Katha with the customers instead of doing business, instead of making good business deals. So Srila Prabhupada, the exemplary Vaishnava, and to hear his pastimes, a great banner of hope for us. And in Moscow temple, there is one lady, I understand, who became a devotee only by reading that one book. And she was so attracted, she thought, there must be something there for someone to give their life in such a way as he did, and with such a result that came from his self-surrender. Hare Krishna. And who can give some advice? Ganga Leela Devidasi, maybe we can ask. So to give some advice, some help for giving strength to Marianne. Marianne, she's moving home. She's got to pack up all her things and do so many things before the 25th of August. And then her family home that she's lived in for many years has got to go up for sale. So maybe Ganga Leela, she's a lady who's got experience in this world, and maybe she can give some Krishna conscious advice for dealing with all these like stresses that come.
Oh, I find it wonderful to have the opportunity. So I'm happy for you, Mary Ann, that you can start over again. Because it's really so easy to, over time, especially collect all kind of things around us and become very comfortable. And then when that carpet of safety and comfort is pulled away, we reset our internal ways again. So it's a great opportunity to refresh. And also always remembering that nothing is really mine. Nothing is mine, not my house, not my bed. And so wonderful to sort out things, to let go of something we don't need anymore, and to gift it to people who may need it. It's a blessing. I'm wishing you all the best. And then for my internal self-care and to de-stress, what I do is I'm so lucky I live near the ocean, but regardless of where we live, but going outside between all that packing and letting go and just laying in Shavasana on the back and looking in the sky. And I love to think of the Krishna is so blue and the sky is blue like Krishna. And we're just right there in the heart that we think we understand and we know sky, but we don't. And that gives me like I have a humble, fresh position, because I am also moved many times, many countries, and it's each and every time there's a fear of loss playing into it, and then after it's over, there's always this glory of winning something, and then somebody loose is waving, and she looks like she wants to also say things. Haribol, and all the best. Good luck, Mary Ann. Where are you now, Mary Ann? Where are you moving to?
Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. I live on a beautiful lake, and that's what I'll be leaving. So I spend a lot of time out in nature, and I always marvel at nature and just the presence of Krishna, you know? So we're moving back to the city for a temporary stay, and then my husband and I from there are going to figure out what's next. So I do look at the opportunities that are presenting and the fact that this is a new beginning. And yeah, I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. And that feels good.
Jai.
Thank you.
All right, and good wishes for that move. By the fact you're with us, I think that also you're taking a little break from all the worries, and let's think about Krishna, hear about Krishna. And we have, yes, so Gangali Didi, appreciate very much, sound, wise counsel. And yes, I was thinking about the leaving part, and you're on the positive side and thinking about this beginning part. So very good. And we have smiling faces and we have waving hands from Rasamrita Devirasi in New Jersey, and a familiar face. Who are you with, Rasamrita? Can you open your microphone? Click.
Abre tu micrófono.
Hi, Maharaj. Dandavas. A little English. Gopal is in English.
Dandavat. Todos glorious and todos glorious and oh, I forgot my Spanish. All glories to all the devotees of Sri Gauranga Sunda.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dígale la invitación.
Oh,
Wait.
I was sending some message, Maharaj, is in relation to some invitation to you for coming here. It's in writing. Understand? Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure it's in writing somewhere. I don't see it, but I'll...
Where is the invitation?
No.
Where
not
did you
yet.
send it?
We are asking first if he is in agreement, he is in a call that we send him an invitation.
Oh. Well,
Yes.
you have to check your schedule for next year because they want to invite you to go to New Jersey, Maharaj.
It's very kind of you. We're in New Jersey now, in a way, by our Zoom. And let's see what may happen. And really, I am not traveling, dear devotees. I'm available on Zoom. I'm here on Zoom.
Oh, yeah, understand.
But sometimes by accident, I'm in another country.
Yeah.
By provisions.
Maybe this is the occasion for that, the opportunity for that.
Anyway, very kind of you.
We appreciate a lot if you can do it.
Hare Krishna, very kind of you, Prabhu.
Hare
We
Krishna.
are here to serve and we want to give encouragement. And as far as possible, we try to do that.
Dandava to Bhakti Lalita, and also to Bhakti Sudhir Goswami.
All right.
Also to Maharaj from Russia.
Avadut Maharaj.
Avadut Maharaj.
And we just heard that
Also, the secretary of Maharaj from Russia.
Pritu Prabhu.
Yeah. My friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting a little list to relay your obeisance.
I know. Thank you, Maharaj. So much grateful, so much appreciated.
And I've spoken with all of them within the last 48 or 36 hours for all of them.
So, yeah.
We do have the opportunity.
Okay, Maharaj.
All right. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Dandavad.
Nice to meet you.
Right. All right. So with the thought of new beginnings and starting new beginnings and leaving old things behind. Oh, what have I clicked?
Oh, Maharaj, look, I'm sharing the screen because Chintamani is showing us the ocean in Finland.
Oh, I thought I did something odd, but you did something odd. Are you sharing the screen? Really?
No. She's spotlighted next to you. If you go to gallery, you can see.
Yes. Unfortunately, I saw somebody else's face on the main screen. Mine.
Because you're there, Maharaj.
Well, Chintamani, if you're at the Bay of Finland, then you're very close to the Lakta temple. And actually, we have a devotee in Finland, Vidura, and I think he just now has gone to Lakta, to St. Petersburg, to the temple. I do not know if you're in touch with Vidura Prabhu, the devotees there. But this is early morning because she's on the same time zone as us. And now the days will be getting shorter because we're in August, yes? June, July, August. And what's the temperature, Chintamani Di? 8 degrees or something like that. Oh,
Wow,
look at you.
yes.
I don't know, but I need my coat on. I don't know what temperature. I'm learning Celsius very slowly, though.
Oh, wow. America's meant to be so advanced, but it does have some quite unadvanced features to it. I won't go into them, but they are noticeable when you go to America.
My comment's been as I travel, I'm like, oh my God, America's so ghetto. Oh my Krishna, so much hype.
Oh my Krishna. And by the way, you're well remembered everywhere, Chintamani. Now you are very famous for the people reaching. I was in Brazil and the devotees, the English is their second language, but they're using people reaching. And it's all due to Chintamani. Hare Krishna. Were you there in Campos do Jordão at one point? In Brazil?
In Brazil?
Chintamani?
No, not yet.
Oh, well, you seem to be well known. So you see, traveling by Zoom, it does have its effect. It does have its effect of association. I know it's not the same. And actually, one thing I can say about Brazil, and do we have anyone? Oh, it is late in Brazil. And they were very kind, and everyone did stay up like very late and did all sorts of things. And you saw our last broadcast from Brazil, the Back to Basics. We had maybe 10 devotees there, 11 o'clock at night, and they were so eager to be on Back to Basics and to meet everybody. But in Brazil, one thing that we did more of was the chanting kirtans and honoring and honoring prasad. The two things which are very difficult to do over Zoom. And really, it was very sweet to be with so many devotees that we know, and so many devotees like we know only from Zoom and only from correspondence, but to be with those devotees in person. And an example that, yes, to be with devotees physically certainly is a valuable thing to do. And everybody gets up. Oh, yes, Trivikrama. I don't think I'm strict, but Trivikrama saying how I am more strict. Said, oh, but Madhusudan's very strict, getting everyone to go to Mangalati, everyone evening out. I don't feel that strict. That is normal. It is normal. It shouldn't be optional. It's not optional. When you get up in the morning, you bathe and you have, in a normal world, you bathe and you have breakfast. Surely it's not strict to point out that you bathe and have breakfast. And anyway, but he said it in a very affectionate way. He was a very, very wonderful host, as were all the devotees. But it was good, and you see so many devotees at the aratis, so many devotees in the programs. And otherwise the temple can become a social place or a hostel or something like that. We want the temple to be nicely running as a temple. It's not a hostel. It's not just a place to hang out, like get a hostel of travelers. They've got something in common, and so they just chat together and do their own thing. We need to have the temples as far as possible representing and following Navadip Chaitanya Sarasatma. Yes, there's the Bay of Finland, and I think it's night outside still. Here, it'll be dawn, coming up dawn soon. Yes, Lynn joined us, Hare Krishna, and Suresh Krishna joined us. And we'll be with Suresh Krishna later today. Russian language Zoom. Yes, Lynn, Hare Krishna. 5 a.m. in Finland, Danake, Hare Krishna. Gangalila, we were there in February. There was probably Vrindavan. Yes.
Yes, yes.
And Chintamani, I'm not in touch with it. Oh, okay. About Vidura. She put
They
it.
do have problem.
And Vidura has been our way to get things into Russia, by the way, when we need to send or receive something, because we can't send things to Russia right now for a while. Has to go by hand by the devotees. Yes. So, in the light of what we've been mentioning, new beginnings, we can also think about our devotional life. Gurudev would always try to make us see that every day is a new beginning. And we start the day with Udila Aruna Purabhavage and with the song Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago. It's not only about waking up in the morning with our eyes, but it's about waking up to our prospect. Waking up to our devotional prospect and not sleeping in just the general routine of things. We have to wake up and see that what we're doing must be for Krishna, and that comes from internal adjustment, not by walking away from your husbands and wives and whatever may be and walking the earth. That's not the solution. The solution is in seeing everything in relation to the Lord. And everybody here knows that I've been strongly recommending to read Sharanagati. And it would be nice if I asked, have you read Sharanagati recently? That all of you put up your hands. And I have read the whole Sharanagati recently, read and sung. And when I came back here to Italy, they also, big smile, say, we finished Sharanagati. So they finished Sharanagati here in the temple. And here's Olya. Oh, here's Olya mentioning about Vidura. Olya is somebody we are sending something to through Vidura.
Oh, Maharaj, and Chintamani has a note in the chat. She is going, people reaching to Iceland on Tuesday to preach at a festival that devotees she knows from Mayapur invited her to.
Well, very good. I was going to say to Chintamani, don't be shy. But definitely, don't be shy to share about the continuation of Krishna consciousness, that we've taken shelter of who Srila Prabhupada gave instruction for the devotees to take shelter of. We've taken shelter of Guru Maharaj. We've taken shelter of Gurudev to continue, as well as Srila Prabhupada. This is the continuation of Krishna consciousness and the maturing of Krishna consciousness. And we must try to introduce this to others, to introduce them to others, because there's much misconception around, and surely devotees everywhere must be wanting like some safe guidance, and the safe guidance is coming from Gurudev and Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. But those many questions that came up after Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, that did not come up during his time. His time means when he was directly present. So that continued guidance of many things to do with the disappearance of Guru also. And we must also not only put up our hand and say, oh, I'm in this family, but we must follow that guidance too. That is solid guidance forever, not to be forgotten. And thankfully, the books can help us not forget. Otherwise, you'd only have our word for it, what Guru Maharaj said. The recordings are there and the books are made from that to help us. So everyone has access to that. affectionate shelter, that affectionate guidance, but deep and substantial, and the best well wishes of the ISKCON mission, and of course, the whole of the Krishna consciousness, means Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev. So may Iceland, I don't know of any devotee that's gone to Iceland. So Chintamani, with your big furry coat, you do your best.
She's a real icebreaker. Go Iceland.
But you know, Iceland is more green and Greenland is more ice, and they're just neighboring islands. Who worked out those names for those two countries? I don't know.
I heard that it was for the purpose of deliberately confusing people, like to keep people away. I heard, I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but somebody told me that story.
What an interesting story, Marianne. And it may be true. Lots of things in this world, aren't there? But yeah. But I've seen Greenland from the aeroplane, flying east to west and west to, but I saw flying east to west specifically. I like to know where I am when we're on a plane and we can see, and you can, nowadays, you can hold your phone, you can see exactly where you are. If you're by the window, generally you get the satellite. Yes, on airplane mode, you're not going to freak out the pilot or anybody. On airplane mode, you can get the satellites and you can follow where you are. And it is interesting. I mean, okay, it's interesting to me. And it is a little example too, that Guru Maharaj used the example that we have to cross over all these different levels of the material world and the spiritual world, or the middle part in the spiritual world. But Guru Maharaj gives the example that Mahaprabhu's gift of this, the Maha Mantra coming from him, is taking us to Goloka Vrindavan with some example, like an aeroplane. If you go from A to B on an aeroplane, you must cross over. You can't go there without crossing so many countries. But it doesn't mean that we have to touch those countries. Not that we have to, become involved in the countries and then become a citizen of one country, then another country, then another country. But not even that, not even to visit. We can cross over there. So our Maha Mantra has come from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, fresh, clean, beautiful Maha Mantra from Mahaprabhu through Rupa Goswami, fresh, clean Maha Mantra, come with fresh, clean conception through Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gopkishore Das Babaji, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev. So this time, it is fortunate for us. Certainly, we just have to keep our head in the right place and not get involved in too much that goes on in the world. And I also am happy to say that the devotees, my impression, the many devotees we met recently traveling, then everyone simply wants devotional life. And so not to get involved if we do get exposed to all sorts of opinions and things here, there, and everywhere, then not to get involved in the opinions about this, that, and the other, which don't affect us. We want to get involved only in the opinion of Mahaprabhu, the opinion of Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, very practical in our modern age. Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, of course, but we've had that direct association and shelter of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. Then they've given us very appropriate instructions, directions, and if we follow that, we will be safe. Hare Krishna. And Praneshwari Virasi, What would you like to
Maharaj.
contribute today? Yeah, I see you're contributing a picture of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat in the evening, dear devotees, because the sun sets behind the temples and the sun rises shining onto the temple. Some things we do actually know. I don't need anyone to tell me. I actually know. And I have had a devotee argue the other way around, but a similar picture to this. No, okay. Then if they're very convinced it's sunrise, okay, it's sunrise. I don't say yes, but I say, okay.
Sunrise is at Govinda Kund, Maharaj.
It is. Yes,
Oh,
Pranishri.
Maharaj, we had Paramananda connected. He got disconnected. I had a verse. I'm going to put it in the chat because in Bhakti Yoga for All, we were reading Revealed Truth, and Srila Gurudev explained this verse. Is Srimad Bhagavatam. If you can please read it to us, I would appreciate.
So, and Chintamani just added, oh, well, there's some more from Chintamani up here. I'm off to Iceland on Tuesday to preach at a festival. Okay, the devotees I know from Mayapur invited. Then she says, I hear the country's whole population is less than 500,000. It may be. And I have my ticket booked to London after Iceland for the Mats Festival. So I'll see you in person. Okay, well, there we are. And all being well, I'll be going to London too. So our next back to basics will be I'll be in London for the next back to basics. So, okay, wonderful. A festival, another festival is coming up. Great. Okay, so from Srimad Bhagavatam is this 11th canto. Swapadumutam bhajataha priyasya chaitanya bhavasya hari pareshaha vikarma yach chotpatitang katanchit gunoti sarvang vidi sannivishtaha. Well, I certainly need the translation. One who has thus given up all other engagements and has taken full shelter at the lotus feet of Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is very dear to the Lord. Indeed, if such a surrendered soul accidentally commits some sinful activity, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is seated within everyone's heart, immediately takes away the reaction to such sin. And the question is?
There is no question, Maharaj. It was just so special, so beautiful. I'm going to just put in the chat the words of Srila Gurudev after this verse.
The meaning, so this is Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Mantra. The meaning is that it is not necessary to apply material law to dedicated devotees of the Lord. It is possible that dedicated devotees may do something wrong. Their mundane body and mental position are not always in a liberated state. It is possible that they may sometimes be polluted by the illusory environment. But because they are dedicated, because they are serving the Lord and chanting His holy name, the Lord is living within their heart, and the Lord will clean their heart. The Lord will remove their offenses by His divine influence. If they are dedicated to Krishna, then He, the Lord, will take care of everything. It is not necessary for a dedicated devotee to do any prayashchitta, any atonement. And this is not to be taken as an excuse. Unfortunately, human nature likes to find a little excuse for things that we want to do. So we must also keep that gentle caution This is not an excuse. It's the way to see others in particular also. When we see devotees, and as Krishna says, if someone is sincere, I am thinking that Krishna will purify them from within. Because some of the slip-ups, sometimes they're little instant and all over and done with, and sometimes little less instant we can see in the world. Takes a little time to get over. Hare Krishna. Olya, I know you don't know English, but Dandavat, no, Dobre din, and welcome, Olya. We are thinking of you, as you know, through Braja Sundari and Pritu Prabhu. We are trying to do some good things, remembering you, and I am happy to hear that you are doing seva, connected in seva, by the grace of Braja Sundari. Braja Sundari is very good lady for connecting devotees and sharing needed seva with Russian, with Ukrainian, with English, actually with everybody. As is Praneshwari. He's bringing devotees together everywhere. Devotees with good heart and good capacity, acting as links to keep others connected, to keep each other connected, and this is appreciated.
Maharaj, it's a blessing to be able to try to do some seva.
Hare Krishna.
And Victoria Kamelzel. I don't know where is she? Do you know her?
Victoria, would you like to give a little introduction? Somehow I'm thinking Norway. Am I right?
My heart loves Norway, but I'm in California. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I was graced by your presence through the introduction of Shintanami.
Okay. I should mention Chintamani too when I'm mentioning about bringing devotees together and keeping in touch with the family. So you're in the Bay Area. All right. So the Bay Area, that has a very special place, and I don't know its proper name. I know they call it Hippie Hill, but where Srila Prabhupada would chant with the devotees, and it's one of the key places from which Krishna consciousness came out to the whole world. And I went there with the devotees. We went literally on pilgrimage, very happy pilgrimage. We took buses, the big coaches at the Govinda Mela, maybe the first Govinda Mela, 4 years ago, perhaps. And we went up to that park. I don't know the name of the park, I'm afraid.
Golden Gate, isn't it? Isn't it Golden Gate Park? I believe it is.
It may be. We crossed the Golden Gate Bridge.
Hippie Hill, yes, is in Golden Gate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And tomorrow, Maharaj's Ratha Yatra in San Francisco. Bilva and Vaidehi are taking all the children from SoCal Temple to Ratha Yatra tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, okay. So, Victoria, there's a place you can go to, and you can ask the devotees, who is Bilva Mangal? And Bilva Mangal, they may not tell you, but I can tell you, he's the son of Mary Ann. And he's there in SoCal, California, a little bit south of you. So anyway, the Rath Yatra is taking place tomorrow. Tomorrow means Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
Yes, it must be Sunday. So on Sunday in Golden Gate Park. Is
I'm
it?
not sure of the route. I mean, I know they go to the ocean. I think they go through Golden Gate Park, but I don't know. Praneshvari Devi, do you know the route?
No, I don't know the road.
Anyhow,
think it is.
Victoria, I'm sure that Google, if you look it up, you'll find some clue as to the routes and etc. ISKCON Rath Yatra Festival in San Francisco. I think you'll get some hits for that. All right. Anyway, Victoria, thanks for introducing yourself, and with good wishes to you. We've got a beautiful family under the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, the shelter of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, the shelter of Srila Govinda Maharaj. And you can say those names in whichever order you like. I'm mentioning them sort of in the name of the order that the Western world came to know of them and that we were able to take their shelter. And with this shelter, then we really know that it's only our own lacking which will cause any halt or disturbance in our devotional life. We've been given so much guidance of what to do in any situation, practically, we can say. And Srila Guru Maharaj has the expression that maybe it was on Back to Basics, or it was somewhere else, that the devotee brought up that Srila Guru Maharaj said, every circumstance can be harmonized. Everything can be harmonized by deeper surrender. Hare Krishna. And I've thought about that in some awkward situations also. And we do need to keep this in our mind. It's not the world is a problem, we are the problem. And the world is our training ground. All right, dear devotees, the world goes on. And as we've noticed, the sun is rising in some places, setting in some places, has set in some places, no doubt. And now, yes, in New Jersey, it must be very late. As far as I can think, it must be very late.
Same time is the east zone, so it's 11 already.
Yeah, that sounds like late to me. All right, dear devotees with us here on Zoom, on Facebook, and who've made it this far listening to on the recorded broadcast. I mean, to all of you, we're happy to be with you, and we're happy to try to chant something of the glories of Guru and Gauranga. And you just heard our specific family that we have good reason to think it is a very special family. We're lucky to be born here. We're lucky to be born into this family, as it were. And big jais to our masters, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rock of Sridhar Dev Goswami, Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, all big jais. The Grand Master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the Lion Guru, revolutionary, cleaned everything with solid foundation. So we know what we are doing conclusively, never defeated. The conception of Mahaprabhu never defeated, as Srila Guru Maharaj said, coming through the hands of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai.
Yeah.
O Kishoras Babaji Maharaj ki jai, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai, and all our Sri Rupanuga Guru Bhaga ki jai. Nama Acharya Sri Haridas Thakur ki jai. And all our present day Sri Chaitanya Saraswat, Acharya Vrinda, all the Acharyas representing of giving us Mahaprabhu through Srila Saraswati Thakur in the present age, ki jai. And all the assembled devotees, ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namah. And oh, I just see In the chat box, by the way, Rathayatra, oh, there is some detail, Victoria, in the chat box, but you may want to copy it out. Oh, okay. Remember that the chat disappears when the Zoom closes. So do copy it just now if you wish to follow it up to find the detail. Golden Gate. Okay, wonderful.
And the Ratayatra star point, the address, she already has it because she has a heart. So she already read it.
Ah, okay, beautiful. And the 57th annual Festival of the Chariots. That's impressive. See you soon, dear devotee.
Madhusudan
Wishing
Maharaj
you,
ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Wishing you all a successful Seva week. We'll meet again soon. My repeated obeisances. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Maharaj. So very special.
973.
And Chintamani, it's so, so special, so very good. That Sukriti is for sharing, and you are sharing so much. That's so special, so very special. Your enthusiasm, your joy, your kirtan, that makes devotees. That turns people into the spiritual path. So you're doing something very, very special, very auspicious. Big hug to you. Hare Krishna. Dandava pranams.
Chintamani Devi jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna. Dandava.
Pranasher Didi Ki Jai. All these
Hare
fellow devotees
Krishna.
Ki Jai. Gangalila Didi
Dandava.
Ki Jai. Dhanavad. Madhusudan Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai. Jai. Hare
Dhanavad.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Dandava.